You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, here we are. Are you kidding me? Are we really doing this again? Are we running it back again? Now, to be quite fair, be quite honest, would I be having this reaction if we weren't bullshitted to for 5 months straight last year? Probably not. But if you trust anything that comes out of the Indiana Fever's mouth, the coach, the GM, the front office, any leadership, any president, yada, 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 that is on you. They ain't catching me slipping. You better believe I don't trust a damn thing that's going to come out of these people's mouths. This is the bed they can lie in after last year. All right? Oh, we all tried to tell you about this team and how it was constructed and this, that. We've been getting hated on. Okay, because we're not slurping up everything that's going on. You get beat at home by the Dallas Wings. The Dallas Wings won, 10 games last year? Whatever it was, you get beat at home. And everybody noticed, including the ABC broadcast, that Caitlin Clark went back to the locker room. And, of course, she's been wearing this back brace, heating pad, whatever you want to call it. Yikes. Okay. We've officially got something going on. All right? We've got something going on. What it is exactly, hell, nobody knows. Caitlin Clark on the loss after the game.
Yeah, I feel good. Started off a little slow, I think. Just the anxiety of the first game, trying to work through that. But overall, I felt good. Felt fast out there. Felt like I was literally a couple buckets away from putting together a really, really good game and helping us win. But our offense is obviously not the issue. We're perfectly fine on offense, and there's still so many things we can do better on that end of the floor. But, you got to give Dallas credit. They're really good. They shot the ball incredibly well. Really, the only quarter we put together was the third. I guess in the fourth we were fouling. So, but, figured it out a little bit there in the third. We just got to be able to do that a little more consistently. But it was a great test. It was a great game. Our locker room was positive afterwards. So we're not going to hang our heads. We're going to move forward. A lot to be proud of and a lot to learn from, too. So it's only one of 44. We got a long ways to go.
Okay. I want to be fair because if this was any other league, any other sport, I've got no problems with anything she said until she said the locker room was really positive afterwards. No, it shouldn't be after a loss. It shouldn't be positive. If my 49ers, if the coach or one of the players said that, I would be like, you got to be kidding me, right? I hope it's not positive. There should be some anger after a loss like this. Point blank, you lost the first game of the season. My boy CDS, first comment, shouldn't be a positive locker room. That's concerning. I don't know. Retard coach, yeah. Well, we're about to get to the injury. Yeah, I said it. The injury. Right here, Stephanie White on ABC's report that trainers were working on Caitlin Clark's hip flexor and groin. She said, quote, that would be the first part I've heard that. Well, they said it during the broadcast. We talked about it in my reaction. They brought up her groin specifically. She goes on about her trips to the tunnel for her back. Here we go, folks. By the way, Wish TV News 8 is who had these clips.
Part of maintaining the body. As she has adjusted her body and focused on, look, I think when we're all really young, we don't learn proper mechanics, and then it doesn't get exposed until something happens. And trying to get her body mechanically the way that it needs to go. This is going to be an ongoing thing. Not just her. I mean, we've had multiple players who have gone back, and we don't have the blue tent, right? But they're going to go back and get adjusted and make sure that the body's working. Hip alignment gets off, and rib alignment gets off, and it's part of being a professional athlete. So nothing really outside of that. So she's okay.
Okay, you guys know I cover the NFL, blue tent, college football, blue tent. Yeah, when they go in the blue tent, there's a problem. There's a concussion. There's an injury. There's a tweak. There's something going on that is amiss. I mean, seriously. Caitlin Clark said she was getting her back adjusted. During her trips into the tunnel during the game, she said she feels good now. This person said, since when does she have back problems, especially bad enough to be adjusted during the game? What is going on here? Right here, just a little maintenance. It's concerning. Grant Young. Caitlin Clark confirmed post-game that she was merely getting readjusting her back in the tunnel. Nothing to worry about, nothing to do with her groin or hip flexor, both of which were mentioned in the ESPN broadcast. So that's really sort of what everybody's worried about, at this point. I mean, what is going on here that you got to get your back adjusted? Again, I go back, I'm a Larry Bird fan. Larry Bird was my dude. And I remember he had back problems. He was a lot older than Caitlin Clark to have his back adjusted and all that, unless they're trying to, I get it. You're trying to be proactive versus last year. But nobody can fault anybody if A, they don't trust this organization, and B, we just saw a whole season that was basically lost to an injury. People are going to have questions. People are going to have skepticism. And I think that's normal. I do. It's a bad loss. And a lot of these losses are going to be bad. When there's a loss by this team, because of the way it's constructed, there are going to be some crash outs. That's just the way it is. When things happen like today where you get exposed and the defense is trash, but your coach is supposed to be this defensive savant, I think the Dallas Wings just hit another bucket. Seriously. What has the Dallas Wings done that's from a personnel standpoint that makes them look so much better? Supposed to be so much. Okay, Paige was there, Enrique was there last year. Sort of where it begins and ends on that team. And you got rolled at home. I think they said it was the first WNBA game ever in an opener to have two teams score. They went for 107 on you. 107. Wow. Strap in. We got 43 more of these jokers to go through. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.